SpongeBob SquarePants. This is the name that millions, including myself, tuned into on TV every morning to watch this little yellow sponge and all of his aquatic and mammal friends do all sorts of silly stuff. With millions watching and laughing along with these beloved characters, there's bound to be spin-offs and merchandise. You got your books, you got your movies, you got your music, you got your porn, you name it, SpongeBob's got it. Along with some video games as well. 4 of these I can name to be some easy PS2 classics. The SpongeBob movie video game, Atlantis SquarePantis, Lights, Camera, Pants, and arguably the most memorable out of all of them, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I know for a fact that this game is where so many picked up a controller for the first time and their love for video games started. Luckily, this cult classic platforming game made a return to the community via speedrunning. When those streams and gameplays became popular enough, THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp Studios teamed up to do something almost no one expected. They brought back Battle for Bikini Bottom and made it bigger, better, and flashier than ever, revitalizing the gameplay and upgrading the graphics from their low poly PS2 textures to 1080p high resolution. I know that many people, just like me, were amazed and super hyped as soon as we'd seen that trailer come out for a remake of one of our favorite games. Hell, they even added back cut content, like a multiplayer mode and even the Robo Squidward boss battle. However, even with all of the nostalgia and hype, the game isn't as perfect as hoped for. But we'll get to that later. Right now, why don't we just ask ourselves from the past, are you ready, kids? And head straight into this game, starting off with the premise. This game takes place right along with the show and everything else, in our lovely little Bikini Bottom. It starts off with Plankton creating a machine that can duplicate many different types of robots. Plankton accidentally leaves a switch flipped, causing the robots to go rogue and not follow his commands and follow amongst their own rules. We then see SpongeBob and Patrick playing robots versus cowboys, bringing us back to the Magic Box episode, a classic. Their day ends with Patrick wishing that robots were real, a wish that everyone would soon come to regret. SpongeBob wakes up the next day, finds that his house and Bikini Bottom have been vandalized and trampled by robots. So, he puts on his pants, grabs his first golden spatula, and heads out into the world to halt the robot uprising. You are then able to talk to SpongeBob's boss at the Krusty Krab and big-time greedy boy, Mr. Krabs. He informs you that you can collect the main monetary points values in the game, shinies, and trade them with him for golden spatulas, which are your collectibles needed to unlock new places and areas within Bikini Bottom. Right next to Mr. Krabs is Patrick, standing outside of his rock house. He basically is the same mechanic as Krabs, except it's with a different collectible, which are Patrick's missing socks. This beginning place also introduces you to your main way of collecting these shinies, which are the different variations of tikis scattered around the game. These being the regular wood tikis, explosive, stone, and super hearing one. The regulars can be smashed normally, the explosives have to be touched, the stone ones have to be exploded, and the hearing ones have to be snuck up on. This area also teaches you your main platforming mechanics and the way that you go to new and different areas in the game. So, now that we all know the basics and premise, how about we get into the gameplay, shall we? The gameplay and controls in this game, from combat to platforming, just it feels natural and nostalgic. The basic swing, slam, and uppercuts as your attacks, and basic jumps and double jumps as your platforming mechanics. There are 3 playable characters to do these maneuvers within the main game, but about 8 or so in the multiplayer mode. The 3 main characters playable are SpongeBob, who you unsurprisingly play as for most of the game, Patrick, and Sandy. Each character has their own specialty moves. For instance, SpongeBob has the uppercut, bubble bowl, and bubble missile abilities. Patrick can pick up objects and stun enemies in order to pick them up, and Sandy has a lasso, which she can use to insta-kill almost all enemies and use it to swing around on these little Texas symbols to get higher or to different areas. Each level, or area rather, has you play as SpongeBob for most of it, and then either Patrick or Sandy for select parts of the area. Overall, the game controls and plays super smoothly, and I don't have a single doubt that almost everybody would have fun with these mechanics. Now, there are about 10 levels and areas in the game, not including the boss arenas or your hub world, Bikini Bottom. All of these levels are revamped from the ground up with brand new graphics, as well as each having their own style and parts that then come together to form solid, fun level. From the platforming and enemy introductions in Jellyfish Fields to the eerie and fun puzzle solving in Kelp Forest. You got your jellyfish, your downtown Lagoon,
Nemo there.
yes, love it, Sand Mountain, Rock Bottom, Kelp Forest, Spooky Boat. Plus you got your bosses, such as Robo Sandy, Robo Patrick, Robo SpongeBob and Plankton, King Jellyfish, Unmemorable MacGuffin, Flying Dutchman, and Robo Squidward. Only accessible in local or online multiplayer. Each level is going to be someone's favorite and have something for everyone, and that I can guarantee. However, despite that this game is pretty dang good in my opinion, it also has its fair share of ickiness. This game has one major flaw: the bugs and glitches. I mean, hell, here's an out of bounds glitch I got just by not jumping back to the area in time. However, some of these, such as this one, allow you to see behind the curtain a bit, such as hidden hint boxes like right here and here, and other neat little details. I, as well as many others, love the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, and have it held somewhere in my heart as an unforgettable classic. In my beliefs, this game truly does do the original justice and allow newer generations to experience the fun we all had as children. In summary, I truly enjoyed playing and 100%ing this game, and I do believe that most will feel the same. This was a look at the game that not many wanted, but we all needed. We finally got to see who lived in that pineapple under the sea. And now, we can all play along with them ourselves and sing along with their sea shanties. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this video, as it's the first game review I've really ever done on this channel. I will be using this video as feedback to see if viewers would like more of these game reviews or not. All you gotta do is comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Anyways, as usual, stay awesome, Marios, and my very few awesome possums.